Hey guys, it's me, Stacy with the Kitchen of Youth. I'm in my kitchen. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning here in New York, and I'm about to make my morning shake. Now, yesterday and last night I felt a little bit of a head cold. I'm not sure if it's allergies, but I don't really have allergies. So what I did was, this started yesterday morning, I started kicking up my immune system a lot. And I do this all the time, and very, very rarely will the cold that I feel that I might have coming on come out. Almost never, because I really, really do a lot to kick up my immune system, and I magnify it when I feel something. So yesterday I made myself a smoothie that was so good that I want to share it with you today, because it is good for kicking up your immune system. It tastes really good. It's easy to make, and I need it today, and I'm going to make it anyway. So I am going to make you a chocolate mint smoothie. I will put in all the stuff that I want for myself, and I know by no means do I expect you guys to put in all the stuff I'm going to put in, but I'm going to tell you what it is anyway, and I'll tell you what you have to put in and what you could put in, but I think you should give it a shot because it is really, really delicious, and it'll heal what ails you, and it's cooling on these summer days. So chocolate mint smoothie, here we go. Handy dandy Vitamix. You guys know this is my favorite kitchen appliance. So I am using my handy dandy Vitamix. All I've done is put a cup of coconut water in here. I like to use coconut water as the base for almost all of my smoothies. I don't like the heaviness of the non-dairy milks in my smoothies. I love my cashew milk, and I love my hazelnut milk, and I love all of that stuff. And I bake with it, and I cook with it, but with my smoothies, I like them a little lighter. It's a little too heavy for me that way. So 1 cup of coconut water. Next, I'm going to put my ice in. Yes, it's from my ice cube tray because I put my filtered water into my ice cube trays. Let me try to get these out of here. And I am going to put about 6 ice cubes in there. I will warn you that if you're having a lot of digestive issues, that having stuff with a lot of ice is not good for you. It could really bother your digestive issues even more. So if you're having any sort of gas cramps or diarrhea pains, don't go for the ice. Okay, we have 1 cup of coconut water, 6 ice cubes. The next thing I'm going to put in is ginger, because ginger is one of the best things for your immune system. I took about 1 inch of ginger, which is a lot, and I chopped it up, and I'm putting it in there. But ginger is just amazing for your immune system. It will knock out whatever's going on in there. Now, yesterday I didn't put the ginger in, and I had my ginger separately during the day, and I'm going to tell you, if you really want this to taste like a chocolate mint smoothie, don't put the ginger in. And if you're getting sick, I want you to have the ginger, but elsewhere. I like to take my ginger with some fresh oranges and a little bit of a drop of oregano oil and blend that up, and that will fight my cold unbelievably. So I just put the little bit of ginger in here, but you don't have to do that. The next thing I'm going to put in there is my fresh mint. I told you the other day my neighbor gave me all this fresh mint. It smells so good. I've been using it up, and I still have a bunch. I would recommend, because I like it to taste a little bit of mint, but not a lot of mint, I'm going to put about 5 or 6 fresh mint leaves in here. There we go. Because the combination of ginger and mint in Chinese medicine is unbelievable. They're both Chinese herbs. The raw ginger is called shengjiang, and mint is called bohe. So bohe, mint, is amazing for any sort of cold, sore throat, anything like that. It also will help knock it out. So the combination of the ginger and mint, oh my God. I'm going to be so healthy. One of my favorite things to do is to make tea out of ginger and mint and drink that. Now I don't have to do that. It's hot out. I'm putting it in my shake. All right, I am putting in my chocolate. Now I don't just use any chocolate, but I'm using raw cacao powder. And I'm going to put in, let's see, I'm going to put in this big spoon. It's probably about 1.5 tablespoons. Anywhere from 1 to 2 tablespoons. That's what I'm going to put in. Raw cacao is a superfood. It's unbelievable. Cacao is actually kind of means food of the gods. That's how it's loosely translated. And it actually has properties that allow your body to better absorb nutrients. So what more could you ask, right? And of course it tastes delicious. Now this is raw cacao. It's not like some chocolate you buy in the stores. It's not sweetened at all. It is really chocolatey. It's actually a little bit bitter. If you've ever had unsweetened chocolate, you know. But it is really, really good for you. It's good for your heart. It's good for your libido. It's good to helping your body absorb nutrients. and it actually can help lower blood pressure. So really, that's why it's called a superfood. It does so many things. Now you have to put some sort of a healthy fat into your shake. And sometimes I'll throw a half an avocado in there. Sometimes I'll throw some nuts in there, something with fat in it. Today I'm using just a little teeny bit of my, probably about 2 teaspoons maybe I'm saying, of my really concentrated coconut oil. So I'm gonna put that in there. There we go. The next thing I'm putting in is, I need some protein because this is my breakfast in the morning and I don't want to be starving. Now I don't like to use all those sweetened protein powders that are out there. I like to not use anything with artificial sweeteners. I don't even like to use a protein powder that's sweetened with healthy things like coconut oil or, not coconut oil, coconut sugar or things like that. I prefer to use completely unsweetened. So I am taking not even a full scoop. I never use a full scoop of a ready-made protein powder, but this is a good one. It's a bone broth, unflavored protein powder. So I'm putting in probably about 2/3 of a scoop of that. So it'll give me some protein. Now I'm putting in my handy dandy collagen because that just is the cure-all for everything. And that I put in a big scoop of. You don't have to add that either. You can add whatever protein powder you like with the raw cacao. I suggest an unflavored protein powder, although if you like them sweet, if you find a healthy one, you could use a vanilla one. You could even use a chocolate one. Just add some more raw cacao. I'm putting in maca. Maca root is really, really good for balancing hormones. It's good for menopausal symptoms, and God knows at our age we need that. So I'm putting in a teaspoon of maca. Okay, we got that in there. And then the last thing I'm putting in is something called Camu. It's also it's a fruit, I think it's from ancient times, Incan maybe, and it's dried, and it's also really good for the immune system. So I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of that. So we have all that. So now, I'm gonna recap what we have here, and then I'm gonna go whiz it up. This is your chocolate mint immune boosting smoothie. It's gonna knock the head cold that I feel coming on out of me. It has raw cacao, it has fresh mint, it has ginger, which you can leave out if you really want the chocolate minty taste. It has a healthy, non-flavored, sweet, unsweetened protein powder. It has some maca root, and it has raw cacao in it. I think that's all. Oh, and I put in my healthy fat, my little bit of coconut oil, and I put in my collagen. Now I'm going to put in, even though I don't drink these things unsweetened, even though I don't use a product that's sweetened already, I do sweeten them, but I sweeten them with either dried dates or figs. This is a huge bag of organic dried dates. If they're big, I'll put in 1 or 2. If they're small, I'll put in 2 or 3. So there we go. I put my dates in there. Now, you can't really do that if you don't have a high-speed blender because it does come out a little chunky from the dates. But if you have a Vitamix or a Ninja or something that's going to grind it up, put that in there. If not, you can actually buy these things in powders already and use that to sweeten. Otherwise, just sweeten it with what you like or use your healthy sweetened protein powder. All right, I'm going to go put this on and I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then I always have to taste it with you to make sure it's right before I tell you to go do it. So give me a second. I wish they would invent one of those machines that is not so loud. You hear it, the way you tell it's done, by the way, you don't have to sit there and wonder. You sit there and listen really carefully, and when you can hear the ice stop to bang against the walls, then it's done. Give me a second. I'd say another 10 seconds. Now, if I was serving this to people, which I have before, I would put a little bit of something green in it. I've made chocolate mint smoothies and served them to groups of people before because they're great and they're healthy. And what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of chlorella or spirulina powder in there, just a tiny little bit, or something called Blue Magic to make it green colored. And then I'll put some cacao nibs on top, and it's delicious. Let's see. Let me pour this into a glass so I can show you what it looks like. Here we go. It is chocolatey. It is delicious. It's not too thick and it's not too thin. Yum. It's perfect. When you leave, I'm going to drink it fast enough or I'm going to get that chocolate mustache all over everything. All right, guys. You don't have to get sick. If you're aware of what's going on in your body, you can take the things to boost your immune system and your body fights it naturally. No medications, no cold stuff, no allergy stuff. It's worth a shot, right? And it tastes good. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.